All right. Hi everyone. I'm gonna to start our burn down meeting today for Mondays. So my name is Wendy, and I will be the host for this Kubernetes version 1.34 burn down meeting. Today is the 11th of August, and we are in the week 13 of the release cycle. So please be aware that this is a Kubernetes community meeting which falls under the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which can be summarized to be excellent to each other. Thank you all. This meeting is recorded and will be publicly posted to the YouTube. So please be mindful what you say is being recorded. I will start with the open discussion first. We don't have any topic in the open discussion sessions. Is there anything that anyone want to discuss before we move into the team update? All right. Yeah, if we don't have any open discussion, I will start to move into the team update. So we will start with the enhancement team. So yeah, Ryan, can you help me to update for enhancement?
Yeah. Hey everyone, our status is green. We don't have much updates. So all the caps which were in exception pending state, those were moved to track. And yeah, that's all from us.
Yeah. So in summary, after course race, we have 58 caps, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember before course race, we have around 72. And then I
Yeah.
think, wow, we make a record in this release cycle.
Yep.
All right. That's great. Are there any questions for the enhancement team, everyone? Okay. If
Yeah,
we don't have any, okay.
one thing, but I'll ping Jenny on that about the PR for the enhancements, the exceptions that we received during code freeze. So there is a PR that needs to be created for that. Is my audio fine? I am not on my primary setup. I am on a makeshift setup with wonky peripherals. Is my audio like fine?
Okay. Yep, your
Yes.
audio is even it's not very clear, but I still can be able to hear it.
Yeah, I would be on this wonky setup for quite some time now because I left my
All right.
peripherals in my other apartment. So yeah.
Yep. All right. That's all good. Yeah. Yep. If we don't have any other notes for the enhancement, I will move into release signal. Razi or Jianhao?
Yeah, Wendy, I shall give the
Yep.
updates for today's call. So the current status from us is red, and this just got changed some time back. So we are noticing a few job failures in release 1.34 informing dashboard, which are related to SIG node, and these are majorly node E2 tests related to container D and cryo runtime related to DRA. So Shenkao would be raising issue. I'm not sure if he has already raised it. So there's a reason for red signal from us. Those have been fading since last 2 days runs. And we have one flaky test related to sixth scalability, which was raised by Eli on Friday. We are yet to receive signal for that. We are awaiting signal for that issue. And then, yeah, the team shall from now on monitor more closely with all the four boards for the upcoming RC2 cut. And as per the recent discussion, I will change the team's assignment sheet to add the extra RC cut that happened. I will just change the rows and do some editing there in the assignment sheet. And we have two issues which have release blocker label. One is related to UT Flake, then another, I'm not very sure, but even that has the release blocker label on that. And we have four issues which are non-test and non-flake kind of issues for this milestone, which are still open. And on the whole, we have 9 issues with the current milestone. That's all as a status from release signal. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, thanks, Raji. Are there any other questions for the release signal, everyone?
Yeah, I have a question. I can see one issue for SIG scalability, the EC2 master scale performance. The the issue for that. Which is the second issue you're talking about, Raji?
We just discussed internally some time back, Vyom. So Shengao is about to raise issues for that. It is in the release 1.34 informing dashboard. We have 4 jobs failing there from last
So,
2 runs.
well, that's something.
Yeah, we haven't investigated that much. Maybe in next few minutes we will report the issue.
Yeah, okay, it's not pretty. Mm. Did you see the recent fix that got merged regarding to TRA test fixes? It added a poll before for some condition to make sure something is in the cache. I
Mhm.
have the Slack ref in my updates thread, but I can share it
Mm.
if you'd like to take it.
Yes,
I think
please do.
we pinged already signal in that one. Yeah, I think I pinged you in that one. It's
Okay.
this PR. I'll just share the link in the chat. It's this thread, and just have a look at this one. This is also related to TRA. If this is the reason, because master informing is also related to TRA.
Yeah, will
Yeah,
take
we
some time. We will
yeah
investigate and
we can
report it
take
out
this in.
accordingly.
That's fine. Yeah, we can take this in. Yeah.
All right. That's all good. Thanks a lot for the update, Razi. Now I will move into the next team. That's the docs team. Uvashi, can you help me update for docs team?
Yeah, so our status is green. Our weekly branching PR will be created soon, maybe by tomorrow. And our all docs PR made the docs freeze timeline. So everything is tracked. And our RC.0 release cut PR will be created soon.
Yeah,
Any questions?
that's really great. Yep, that's really great to hear the stated. Yep. Another notes for the for the docs team, that is we have the RC0 cut, but we also have the RC1 cut after that. So you may need to have the release node wrap for RC0 and also for RC1. Yep.
Okay, so I'm still trying to understand. So we will be squeezing one more release in between, right? Within this timeline.
Yep, that's correct. So after we cutting the RC0, the manager team figured out we have a read to code bug fix. So they start to cut the RC1s very close into the RC0. That's it. The reason now we have like one of the cut show up in the middle, and the original plan for us, that's it, in the 20th of August we will cut the RC1, but we already have the RC1 cut after the RC0 in the 7th of August already. So in the 20th of August it will be planned for the RC2. So it means now when you have the release node wrap for RC0, we will need to have the release node wrap for RC1 as well. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's in my
Yeah.
understanding.
Run trail with RC0 tag first, do the PR, get the PR merged, then run trail again with RC1. There would be mostly 1 or 2 commits at max, so it wouldn't be a big review. So just run it for RC01 once with the RC0 tag, and once that is merged, run it with the RC1 tag. And that's all.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a note for the release doc team, because like we currently finished the RC1 already, and the upcoming cuts will be for the RC2. So, yep. Do we have any question for the release doc team? Okay, if we don't have any questions, I will move into the comms team. Do we have any shadow for comm here? Okay, I couldn't see any shadow for comm team, so I will read the update from for the team here. So the current status for the team is green, and for the feature block, all 19 feature logs are ready for review, and 2 per 19 are ready to publish. For the release highlights, the comm team have opened the discussion and the summary of highlights here. So we have 44 release highlights currently. for the release announcement, the comms team already opened the PR for announcement, and some past list in the PR description is still in progress. Yeah, for the internal draft. The review logs is also ready for ready to review in deadlines of the 15th of August. For the webinar and rest, yeah, I got the email. That's the PR team of CNCF already answered and asking for availability from our release lead, and yeah, we waiting for response from the webinar team for CNCF to arrange the schedule. Yeah. Are there any questions for the com team? I think the status is ring now. That's good. Okay. If we don't have any questions, I will move into release branch management. So I believe the status of branch management is in line with the release signal at the moment, and we will target for the RC2 in the 20th of August. So yeah, hopefully everything will be on good for our RC2 cut. EA, I don't see any update in EA. In this time, let me have a look into the burn down meeting on Fridays. Yeah, I think in this day, EA also don't have update. We may schedule for the end of release retro later, but yeah.
End of
Yep.
release retro, you all should have received the invites for that. It's on 3rd of September for me. Might vary a bit for you depending on where you live. Yeah, friend mentioned that. Cool. So yeah, just that. Just add that if you have anything for the release, because this is most probably going to be the last retro of this release cycle. So based on your all experience, shadowing, leading, or whatever your role you were in, please add whatever you think can be improved for that role. And also don't forget to give shoutouts to people. That is another very important thing. It wasn't there last time. No one gave shoutouts to anyone in the retro. So if you feel like some teammate or your lead or whoever it was that did a good job, please give shout out to people, because it's
Yeah.
open source and it's more of a thankless job. So yeah,
Yeah.
do that as well. That's another important thing.
This shout out is a very, very special everyone's, especially the list of the shop team as well. So like you can put a shout out in the in our retro doc, but you also can put shout out in our shout out channel. So don't hesitate to
Yeah,
do that. And I also believe we have the end of release cycle shadow survey, right?
yeah, that would also be out. Fred and Cat, or Fred either or. Cat would work on that, so that would should also be coming up shortly. I'll check in with Fred. Cat, what's the status on that?
Yep. All right, that's great. Yep. So now we will move into release lead.
Yeah, hey
So
everyone. My updates are just enumerating the various changes that have been happening. I think from Thursday last week. So we released another release candidate for a critical bug fix in API server. I have linked the Slack thread if anyone of you fancies checking the actual technical details. Apart from that, there was another. There, I think it hasn't been merged. Maybe I'll have to double check that. There was another bug fix regarding deprecation of a metric, because the deprecation currently wasn't following the policy that we have for deprecation. So some changes regarding that as well. That would be the part of RC2 scheduled for 20th. Another bug fix for RC2 was fixing the flaky DI tests, which has been merged and could also be a part of RC2. And today I'll be sending out the email for the additional RC cut we did, because I feel a lot of people downstream test these releases, of course. And it's important if we mention another RC1 with the details why we did it. So that would be helpful to the community in general. And I will update the timeline for the release timeline that we have to include the RC1 in there. And yeah, we also have the release block for review, which I think Comstein mentioned is good to go. So that deadline is approaching 2 UTC 15 August. So that's the short and sweet update from my side. And great job, everyone, so far.
Yeah, by the way, for the email you plan to send out today, I mean, actually the branch manager already sent out an email to announce about the
It's
one.
that. So that's a templated email. So that
Yep.
email follows a template of, hey, we did another cut, and then that's automated email. So that's generated using tooling. I would send another email which basically says why we did another RC. So just with the reasoning behind that. So I
Yeah.
would send that as well.
Yeah, because I mean, if you send out an email, you can note about the RC2. I think it will be really great because in brand manager email, they didn't mention anything about RC2. They only announced that like they have the RC1 cut in that sense.
Yeah,
So
I'll mention the changes to the timeline in the email. So I'll take care of like RC2 and whatever changes we have made in the schedule. I would enumerate them all.
yeah, all right, that's great. Yep. Do we have any questions for our release, everyone? Yeah, if we don't have any questions, I think the status of SIG scalability in line with one of the status of the release signal mentioned here for the flaky test of SIG scalability. Yeah, I believe the Raji and release signal team will have they collaborate with SIG scalability on that. Yep. So currently, that's it. Everything for the rundown meeting. Yep, Vom.
One question, or maybe not a question, to be very honest, but I noticed that DRA jobs are only failing on the 134 informing and not on the master dashboard. So it might be that the config is slightly off in the 1.34 dashboard. So that's also worth taking a look at if you are trying to go down the rabbit hole of
Right.
finding what the actual problem is. Just a
Yeah,
suggestion.
right. Yeah, that's what even I noticed. And also the thread that you shared, it is related to the DRA of unit test flaking test. So this is relatively, I mean, Node E2E job. So looking at high level, they don't seem related. Yeah, I'll take some time looking what is the reason for the failure specific to this release branch.
Yeah, that
Yep.
sounds good. Thank
All
you.
right, that's awesome. All right. Are there anything everyone want to discuss in the recording? Yeah. Otherwise, I will stop the recording now. Okay, stop recording.